Hello and welcome back. Today in top 1% ranked Mythic Standard, we're playing Orzhov Sephiroth / Turbo Mill into Raise the Pass. This deck should have gotten quite a bit better with the addition of the Umbral Collar Zealot, a 2-mana 3/2, which by the way is pretty solid stat line, like that actually hits hard by itself. For 0 mana at instant speed, anytime you want, you can sack another creature or artifact and Surveil 1. Surveil 1 is huge. We already had 0 mana sack outlets in the form of Bartolome del Presidio, but the Surveil is big because it helps facilitate our Turbo Mill into Raise the Pass, whereas previously really only had the Gorehound, which is a very good card on 1, and then you could like try to shove in Amalia and Life Gain to get more Turbo Mill, but it was very awkward. So this is a non-awkward way to Surveil our way into the Raise the Pass quite easily. Like every time you attack with Voice of Victory, make 2 tokens, get in for damage, sack them both for 0 mana at instant speed to Umbral Collar, Surveil 2, like do that over and over and you will get there. The other card that is new here is pretty interesting. It's Sir Vondham Sunstar Exemplar, and it could be really essential, especially against the Starcage matchups. We'll have to see how this actually plays out, but it's a 2-mana 2/2 legendary creature, so we got to worry about legend rule. It's got Vigilance and Menace, which I don't think I even processed the first time I read this card. It's a very solid stat line for any card, just a random Vigilance and Menace on this sucker. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a +1 counter on Sir Vondham, and you gain a life, not so bad. Then whenever, so it's going to get huge, right? You can very easily get this up to like a 7/7 Vigilance Menace. Like that hits very hard and is hard to block. When Sir Vondham dies or is put into exile, while its power is 4 or greater, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. So I'm very curious to see if we can use this to combat the Starcage, because if we happen to have it up to 4 power, which might not happen before Starcage comes down, I think what's going to happen is Starcage will exile our entire board. But if this creature has power 4 or greater and is exiled, we can then destroy the Starcage and get everything back. That is how I see this playing out, and this would be essential if this is how it works, because I think Starcage is going to be pretty big in Standard. And yeah, I mean, that just completely shuts this deck down, right? So if all of our 1-drops and 2-drops are gone, that's our entire decks. And it's not in the graveyard, it's exiled, so we can't get it back with Raise the Pass. So this will be big. If there is a way to sequence this that allows us to survive the Starcage, that would be huge. But we'll see. Maybe we can never get up to 4 power on time. I don't know. The last card that's new is the Timeline Color. This is the only one that is potentially on the chopping block for me. I tested this deck a couple times. This card never crazy impressed me, but I could have just played against opponents coincidentally where it wasn't that useful. It's like an infinite sack fodder. So like how bad could it be, right? Pay 1 black and 2 life to just get it back from the graveyard, resack it to Sephiroth, draw a fresh card, whatever, or Surveil, whatever. So it should be good, but I do have my eye on it. It's potentially possible that we could instead put in something like a Starscape Cleric to kind of have a big 1-turn kill combo with Raise the Pass. Even as a Her could be good. Like we have 4 nesting bots, so it's not potentially impossible to get up to 4 speed. And then at max speed, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token. Like this card was not as good before because you could only sack and Surveil once per turn. But since we have infinite sacks now, I think that makes this card a lot better in conjunction. You could even throw in another Bartolome for another like 0 mana sack outlet or a Blood Witch or something. So or even a Dark Confidant. All these cards are very good. So we'll see how the color does today. You know, I could have just not seen opponents where I needed it, but we shall see. Mana base is really strong. Orzhov's got the 4 Verges, it's got 4 Courtyards, it's got the 4 Shockland Godless Shrines, and 4 Starting Towns. So of all the possible mana bases, this one is very strong. I have a single Dull Coven encampment, which is good, just to make some more stack fodder. And then we're going to try out the Susur Secundi. It seems so free to charge these guys up. It seems very, very easy to charge these. And so the question is the payoff worth a tap land, an extra tap land? We'll see. But every time you play a creature, just tap it, charge it up. Like it's really quite easy. And unless you're against a super aggro opponent, I haven't had this punish me yet. So we'll see. But yeah, 2 mana. Another way to sack a creature, draw some extra cards, seems decent, so we'll throw one of these in there as well. And we're running 24 lands, so I think 2 of these tap lands is just fine. Yeah, let's do it. Let's run some ranked best of 1 top 1% Mythic Standard and see if we can't get some wins. It's a little bit non-interactive, right? Like, we're hoping to just combo off before anyone does anything, which isn't always the best strategy, but it could be okay. It's the Deadpool the Brilliant. We're on the draw. Yeah, we have Gorehound and Raise the Past and the Zealot. So we are prepared to Turbo Mill with Raise the Past already in hand. It's going to be artifacts, potentially, is my guess. So we will see if we can survive the Starcage. But if they're on the play, they go turn 3 Starcage, take Gorehound and Zealot. I think we just auto lose, right? Like, that's it. That's the whole game right there. So that is going to be That's going to be like the crux of this deck. Can we survive that key moment? We'll pretty much surveil everything into the grave that we can. I don't know if we sack the Gorehound. If they Star Cage right here, you could sack the Gorehound for a single surveil and assume we never get it back off of the serve on him. Nope, it's synth instead. Okay. One top, one bottom. I think we're doing nothing here. Infestation Sage. I don't even think we're sacking anyone to Sephiroth. I think we'll play the Sage next turn. Get the Surveil, and then we could sack something to it, but I don't think we need to do that just yet. We're also a little bit short on the encampment. Like short on the 4th land. This will come in tapped anyway. Tap land. Here's the Star Cage. All right. So do we sack the Gorehound? Probably, I would think. I'm not aware we're getting that one back. The land, I don't think we want that one here. The next one anyway. We cannot sack. Only sack another creature artifact. Right, they get the 3/3, they ordered the triggers correctly. This is the deck I played yesterday. I think we are attacking and drawing a card. Offering the trade here. Unfortunately. Okay. Coincidentally, not that bad. Let's see if they trade. I think they're pretty happy to. Alright, we'll shock in this guy. Let's see. Unless you control a swamp or a mountain. Look at that. We actually have a swamp or mountain. Okay. Fine with me. Can probably go 2. We'll take another draw. Opponent down to 12. We are surviving. Raise the Past only has what? 1 target? 2 targets? A Sage and a Gorehound, which would surveil a little bit more. It's a big Battlefront turn. A little bit of a whiff there. Okay. No 3 drops. That is huge. They do get the land and the life. I guess we are actually raise the pasting here. It's either that or the encampment, right? But, I mean, since we have the next one in hand, I guess it's fine. Shock you in. Go raise the past, then Sage. Because we'll get back the Gorehound. Bro. It's not, we don't need the next one, right? I don't think we need the next one. I mean, nobody's going to be down there, right? They're not going to kill our creatures, really? No, I don't think we need the next one. Okay. We can surveil again here. Everyone can go for the next raise the past. Get in there. Sack a Sage. Okay. Trigger surveil. Come on, give me more creatures down there, man. We got one more raise the past to go. Opponent drops to 10. I feel like a 0-mana Salk Outlet would go pretty hard. Like if we can trigger the Sephiroth 4 times in the same turn, we can get a 5/5 flyer, which does something. All right, they get to try to Battlefront again. I'm gonna guess they don't whiff this time. Very unlikely to whiff 2 times in a row. And we have a Gorehound and a Sage down there for the next raise the past. I'll also just say I'm not an expert at sack. This deck has been bad for so long that I haven't played a sacrifice deck in so long, so probably a little rusty. I probably will make mistakes here too. 999 seems decent. Repurposing Bay could upgrade someone immediately into an extra synth. We've got good chump blocks and a good raise the past though. I'm touching the Star Cage. You want to upgrade the Star Cage? Give us back our 2-drops? I think we'd be okay with that. Okay, we sack the clay-fired bricks. We get another Star Cage. Okay, so they sweep their 9/9s though, but then we get 2 more 9/9s after. We get nothing. Which, like I said, is going to be the crux of this deck. Don't believe anyone who says it's busted and broken. Like, it has to beat Star Cage, otherwise it is quote-unquote unplayable, right? Like, this is the problem right here. They did tap out against us, which is cute. 2 of these guys. That's not enough, right? Probably just raise the passing here. We get a Gorehound and a Sage. I mean, there's not too much. We've drawn a lot of land, I will tell you that. Don't get too much better than this. Sorry, deck. No, no more land. Please. Sack the Sage. Get a Surveil, make a blocker. Okay, you could have been useful like eons ago, buddy. The next Sephiroth. I don't feel like they're going to kill this one, right? If we draw it next turn, we attack with the first one, they eat it. They're going to drop to 7 here. No, they're going to drop to 6, right? Because of the trigger. Attack second creature. I don't know that we need the next Sephiroth. I don't think I want this card. Drop to 6. Play a land. Play a Servandham. Oh my god. No. No more land. We're actually kind of close to finding lethal here. So the encampment makes 2 stuff. It depends if they can like perilous snare the Sephiroth or not. They can also make a copy of the Star Cage right here and just take everything again. They make a copy of the Synth though, which may probably better play, I guess. Okay, can we find lethal off the Sephiroth? What are we getting here? Hasty Boy. Yeah, murders us to the face. Okay. Don't give me the good aim, you ass crack. I'm the one who played this deck yesterday. Net decker. Okay, that'll be game. Okay. Sick. All right, we'll try again. 1800 mythic, just barely in top 1%. Yep. I mean, like I said, I do think that Artifact deck will be the best, if not one of the best decks in Standard. It is strong. It is strong for sure. I hope we get a day in the sun with the Servandham. I'd love to see if we get it up to 4 power before the Star Cage comes down. That seems like our only saving grace, like our only way out of that matchup. We were kind of close though. They were down to 6. Opponent goes first. Yeah, looks good. Let's do it. Okay, we'll start Gorehound here. Get the Turbo Mill package going. Then maybe we'll double spell. Voice of Victory could be the same deck. What's the best way to do this? If we want to play Sephiroth next turn, then we should probably get some sack atlas down here. So I guess we can do it like this. Land can go. Everything can go. And I think we can get him with Menace. Speed up to 2 for what it's worth. And we'll see if they go attack land Sephiroth. It's what I've liked to do in my practice matches. Nope. Okay, so they're actually something a little bit different here. I think no blocks on our side right now. We'll leave it for Sephiroth fodder. Plus we could block and sack maybe better with the Zealot later. A little bit tight on black mana too. Okay. I guess let's... Yeah, we'll just get on Sephiroth first. Sage can go. Nice. Okay. So now we just aggressively mill as much as we can. Aggressively block. Try to get a nice... I don't think we need the next one. No, I don't think we need it to win, hopefully. I mean, we really just want a turbo mill. I think we'll do this. You could throw away the nesting bot, but I think we'll get it in there with Sephiroth. We're tight on black. We still need the fourth land for Raise the Pass, but we're moving in the right direction here. Okay. Well, we're not just going to auto-win off Raise the Pass. Alright, big chunk of Reno achieved. You can eat this one. I think we'll take the rest of it. So how do we deal with a 5-4? We need Servandhem to do a lot. Feels like I should have tried to trigger Sephiroth 4 times that turn. That is the Sephiroth non-pro coming out. Whenever a creature you control dies or is put into exile. It feels like we want this guy to get pretty big. Everyone go to the graveyard. I don't think we're going to throw away the Gorehound yet. And I don't know if we attack with Sephiroth here. Just throw it away. The problem is... we want to get this guy up to 4 power, right? And then we can sack it to Raise the Past. Still going to put the counter somewhere else. Leave one back to chump block. Let's do this. Okay, tap land. Graveyard it is. Sure, doesn't matter. Okay. So this guy is up to 4 power, so if we can sack him, we can actually kill the Channeler. We could also station here if we're not planning to block. I don't really think we are, actually, because I think they're going to use the Pain Land if they're smart to just get flying anyway. So I don't think we're going to block at all, actually. We could leave back 1 just in case. We definitely block with the flyer here. But now we can collar, sack the Vondham, kill the Channeler, and Raise the Pass the turn after or something. I do think we missed early. I think we should have blocked with an extra creature. If we thought we could trigger the Sephiroth 4 times on their turn, that was not really on my radar of like something we should be paying attention to. That is a inexperience error. Alright, Painland first, so they do get flying here. We got the 1/1 flyer to block though, so... Get lost to Sephiroth, okay. Surbound him up to 4. I think I'm fine with the chump. That's okay with me. Could also save it to Surveil with the Zealot, but whatever, it's fine. So we have a 6/6 Menace. I don't even know if we need to collar this guy away. We could just Raise the Past. I think we want a collar down basically before we Raise the Past. Let's see what they do here. Yeah, we need a sack outlet still. Okay, eat it all. We could up the damage if we want. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we can continue to station here. I'm pretty sure they're always going to be able to attack in the air, so I don't even think we need to do that much. Like, this is fine to go. And then we can jump block with a 1/1 or something. Doesn't really matter. We almost don't need to raise the pass to win, but I think we'll still... They do get the counters on the Sanctifier, but I'd rather it go there than on the Enduring Innocence. They have a random 4 or 5, but whatever. It's fine. And we can sack our whole board state here, plus the map tokens, actually, which is interesting. And just get the biggest raise the pass that we can. So that's pretty cool. You can sack artifacts, too. I didn't think that would come up for us, but obviously it has. Okay, everyone can go. Yeah, I guess. I mean, we'll go one deeper. He's over it. Does not want to see raise the past. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Sure, sure. I mean, they had a very awkward draw there. Stuck on 2 lands. Didn't really do anything. Felt weird sacking the Servanham. It was almost like... Dude was already a 6/6. He was moving in the right direction anyway. But if you can set up for raise the pass, probably worth it anyway. Okay, 1/1. 0 versus artifacts. 100% win rate versus non-artifacts. Double white. Ooh. Otherwise, really good though. Voice Victor is very good with Sephiroth. Several turns to put up with this. This is rough. We really want a black source. You could definitely mulligan that and not be too sad about it. Okay. Nice. Never didn't have it. Probably going voice here, I think. Into attack, into Sephiroth. What does the guy do? 1 mana, 2/1. Whenever this creature attacks, you make pay 2. If you do, create a 2/2 robot. Alright. Sure, sure, sure. Scout. Well, we could attack and get the Sephiroth thing going. Just never that bad. We could get Servanham down too. Get a lot more value, I guess. They don't really have good attacks yet. Maybe this is fine. Let's see what they want to do here. Okay, probably this guy can go. And just do the Sephiroth thing. Sack creature. Draw a card. Drain again, point down to 15. Then probably Voice of Victory plus Servanham. Unless we want to go Gorehound route. No, we can go Gorehound next turn. Oh my god, what just happened? 3/2 till end of turn, hopefully. No blocks. No, I don't know what this card does. I don't care. Yeah, maybe we hold off on Gorehound. Maybe we just go Victory, Servanham. We have no one to sack to Sephiroth this turn. Could also go color, sack the color to the Sephiroth. It's not like you have to do it. I guess you could warp this into this turn. That might not be that bad. Okay, Turbo Surveil. Yeah, I think we're down to sack and draw a card. Miss out on 2 points of damage, basically. Raise the Past in hand. Okay, good to know. When it drops to 11. Get the voice back down. Turbo Surveil to the graveyard. Okay, well, they're taking their turn. We have 2 creatures down here for Raise the Past. And maybe more if they attack. Painland. Shock. What is that called? Pingland. Any attacks here? Oh, we're getting hasty with it. Trample and haste. If we're just going to go right into Raise the Past, I think we can just block here. I think that's okay with me. Down to 13. A little bit scary. Less scary. Okay. Technically, we could color here after the fact, so let's leave black open. Opponent with stick for 2 mana. Continue to Turbo Surveil for the next Raise the Past. Yeah, well, you guys can go. Oh, we got back the color. I didn't need that man open. Whoops. Okay. Do I need to draw another card at this point? I guess so. We actually replay it again. Drain the opponent out for 1 more. How many times would that have resolved this turn? I feel like we do not get up to the 4th time. I think it's only 3 times this turn. Oh, does that not, it gets exiled after. Okay. So it does not die. We don't get another death trigger off Sephiroth. Okay. Good to know. Because we warped it. We attacked. We brought it back with Raise the Past. Then we attacked. Then we sacked it. So it died. So we got the trigger. And then we warped it. And then I guess post-warp, it goes into exile. Yeah, I guess that's what happens. Okay. Uki Bukuro, the Initiates. On the play, no 1-drop. It's still good enough. Keep this. I guess you can come in tapped, actually. I don't think we need to warp this guy in on 1. So I would say we're halfway through the video. So far, I have not felt like I needed the color. So I still maintain it is potentially on the chopping block. He's got 1 red open. I think we give him the color here instead of serve on him. Nope, we cannot. We do not have double black. Okay, we will do this instead. Opponent thinking about that. Torch? What are we doing? Shock. Decent artwork, shock. All right. Mono red. Let's go. Okay, another black source. It's good. I guess we could Sephiroth onto no one. It's no guarantee this block is going to work that well. How many creatures do we have down here? Just the 1. Yeah, we'll just do this. So Lightning Strike is not rotated because it was reprinted in Aether Drift. So they definitely could still run Lightning Strike here. And they do. It's possible I shouldn't run as many planes as I do. Maybe we just need, especially if we're running this double black card, maybe we need to, that's nice. That's a nice pickup. Double black. I guess we're blocking with everything as much as we can. So we'll just chill until we get Raise the Past. Okay, we could still block here. Not be too sad about it. Nope. Plasma Bolt. Alright, new card. Let's read this card. 2 damage to any target, 3 damage of a non-land permanent left, and they did kill our color. Alright, I think we give it one more go here. Take one more chump block. If we can, if they don't kill it. And then we'll go for Raise the Past. And see, that's enough. We'll be low. Nemesis. Alright. Lovely. Just you. Shut off life gain for the rest of the game. Seems like a no, right? Seems like we need that. Classic. Classic, classic, classic. Okay. Nope. Go down to 8. Sad. Very sad. This doesn't even necessarily do it. We need creatures to die to get Sir Vondham up. And even then, we need a way to sack it. I mean, we're so far from... They just attack with the Nemesis every turn. How are we possibly going to get there, right? I mean, we could kill the Nemesis. We could do it. Maybe we have to here. Maybe we have to try to double block with both colors. And they kill Sir Vondham, which is also very bad. Then we get Raise the Past. I guess that's good if they kill Sir Vondham. They don't know we have the last Raise the Past. We're not sure if they go face or what. Okay, Slick Shot to the skies. It's not great for us either. Everyone attack the attack all button. Alright, we're probably just dead this game, but we can certainly try. Depends if we expect a pump spell. I mean, we're pretty much dead no matter what, right? Let's try. Let's try. If everything dies, it's okay. The question is, does the Nemesis go face? That's probably the worst outcome for us, as usual. They can just chill until they hit a lightning strike. Not only does it go face, it goes face for 5. Ow. And we lose. And we take 3 off the Slick Shot. Okay. Mono red, still doing mono red things. July 30th, 2025. Okay. That was kind of a bad draw for us though, right? No 1-drops, no gas. I wouldn't say we were given the chance to do... We did not draw into doing anything in that game. Jen the Robot. We're on the play with 1-drops. I like this better. Let's do it. Let's do it. Shotgun a white to get the nesting bot down, which is fine by me. Okay. Okay, Nemesis, round 2. Let's see if they go right into Start Gauge. I guess we'll surveil what we can here. While we can. And we will be devastated if they just start Cage. But, if they don't have Star Cage, it's a really good pick for us. But if they do, it's useless. I think we just keep going. I think we play as if they Star Cage, and we just have to dig towards the... Get as much in the graveyard for Raise the Past as we can. Sephiroth. I could see keeping this one on top. We'll keep this one. All right, turn 3. What do we got? Untap land. Not a Star Cage, though. And goes to the graveyard. Not too shabby. Alright, we can attack here first and then sack the Sage. I think that's fine. There's a chance we could hit land now. We'll just do it this way. Okay, this is working out a little bit better for us. Sack you. Don't need you. Surveil away. Alright, this is not so bad. I mean, they didn't have Star Cage before. Let's see if they collect a company into it. No, just a snare. Okay, we're still putting on pressure here. Not too mad about this. Quick lethal check. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do not see lethal. I think we will attack in Sephiroth post-combat again. Sack another Sage. Okay. Probably don't need you. Keep going. Down to 6. Graveyard looking pretty decent for Raise the Past. Alright, Bay can go get the Star Cage now. Which leaves us with Sephiroth. And 2 colors should hopefully spell lethal, I think. So it looks like we get there this game. Okay, I don't know if we need this card or not. Feels like Hasty Boy number 1's pretty good. And Hasty Boy number 2 is pretty good. And we'll throw this guy in there just for fun. That should about do it. Okay, so we nab a victory against an opponent who did not have the Star Cage on time. And we had a pretty good draw. Gorehound on 1 and then maybe Voice on 2. That's probably the most ideal draw you could hit. So we're 1-1 versus what is presumably the best deck in Standard. I am still thinking about cutting this Hasty guy. I think maybe let's go ahead and do it real quick. Just because, yeah, just because I feel like it. I just haven't felt like I've needed it that much. And let's just try some different stuff. Let's put a Bartolome. Let's put a Zahur. Let's put a Blood Witch just for fun. Let's put a Cleric. The creature dies. Yeah, let's just try this. Let's do something a little bit different. I mean, a random 2/2 2-mana 2/2 haste is okay, but that has not felt like the thing that is missing from the deck. On the play, we do have a 1-drop again. Great. Raise the Past in hand, also great. Essentially the ideal hand here. Gorehound away. Maybe a Yuna thing? Okay, Voice on 2, Sephiroth on 3. This is the ideal curve here. Everyone else can hit the bin. Okay, they obviously cannot do anything on our turn. Trigger, trigger. We'll hit our land eventually anyway. I'm not worried about that part. We'll be fine. It's okay. So they are actually, maybe, we're not really sure what they are actually. Still green. They could be like mono green landfall, but with some white for like shelter or something. Not really sure. All right, we hit our 4th land anyway. That's why we surveilled everything away. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of landfall-y. So they can have a big bristly bill here. And we're happy to throw everyone away, basically. Does not matter too much to us. A lot of land, though. We'd love to see some creatures down there. There's a creature. Yeah, I think we even throw Sephiroth away here. We did for a good chunk of damage. We still grow the serve on him. I think it's okay. Mobilize first. Everyone can go. Nice. Some better surveils here. Yeah, we'll sack this guy. Okay. Opponent dropping real low, drops to 4. Drop again, drops to 2. Servandham getting huge, getting swole. It's got menace. Can't be blocked. It's got menace. Also got raised the past. We don't have a 0 mana sack outlet though. I wouldn't guess they do not get out of this from 29 to 0. Alright, that is a good card. If they exile serve on him, though, we just destroy the shelter, right? We cannot pay the ward tax, so they did not read that card. Submit, so that was huge. Should we just get it right back? Doesn't have counters on it. Plus we get the trigger. Yeah, we'll keep surveilling everyone away. So that was an oopsie. That is a new card coming out. Mistakes happen. So not just if this guy dies, if he is exiled and he has power 4 or greater, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. In case you too have this problem next time. Okay, they're about over that, which makes sense. I guess Blood Witch there was coincidentally more useful than the hasty guy, I think. Maybe we just want more 0 mana sack outlets. Just to manipulate the battlefield better. We'll keep going. We'll try some different stuff out. Maybe the bat isn't that good without like a true life gain source. On the play with a 1-drop. Sure, we got Zahir showing up this time. Go Sage, Fondham, Sephiroth. If we get speed up early, how good is that? Do I care about that? No, it feels like just stacking this guy, because we already have the sack outlet. Sephiroth is already our free sack source. Scarland, 1 to the top. All right. Huh. I think Voice of Victory is better than Servandum here. It's turn 3 Sephiroth. I think you basically want this guy down as soon as you can. Because we don't have anything to sack on turn 4 except for another Sage token. But now we have infinite sack fodder for Sephiroth every turn. Also nice bonus. They can't counter our spells or interact with us on our turn. So all this is very good. We don't know if they're like true control here. A weird art island. I don't like that. All right, so we do have that card that can sack artifacts, right? So that's kind of sick. But I think it's just this for now. Whoops, should have attacked there first, my bad. Distracted. Okay, my bad. Hopefully they don't live with 1 life. That'll be real sad. Okay. Oh yeah, oh this guy can sack artifacts. Yeah, that's very cute. They could have a... Yeah, we could try to get this down here. Might force them to counter it, then we can attack with Sephiroth more easily. If they want to interact, they know they have to do it now. Alright, you get counter. We keep the Sephiroth, though. And I'm probably going to sack the 1/1. Yeah, we could hit a 1-drop here we want to play. So let's do that first. Okay. Can sack the artifacts surveil. That's interesting. I guess it's a 0-mana way to get rid of lands too. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Still hits pretty hard. I'm not sure. We can sack these map tokens and surveil. Currently we have 2 2-drops down there. Yeah, I guess we could do it. Because we have enough mana to tap out next turn anyway. So we have no extra mana to use the map tokens. Okay, so yeah, are we going to surveil? I think we are going to surveil here. Try to hit a juicy Raise the Past. That'd be a really nice follow-up to the Day of Judgment for sure. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, sure. We might just fire it off now while they're tapped out. We get back only 3 things, but I think I'd rather do this now. Before they counter it. Okay, we're on the battlefield again. Post Day of Judgment. Trade Day of Judgment for Raise the Past. We'll be sad if they Sunfall here. Okay, get Lost You. We can sack you in response. Or we can just sack the 2 map tokens instead, right? It's just even better. We could use one of these guys. I don't think we need to do it now. Another Voice is not so bad. I guess let's see if they want to counter... No, they won't be able to. Alright, I guess we're starting with this. Unless this controller pays 2. I think I'm happy to pay 2. I think I want this guy down if I can. Guess we might as well do this. You can go. Okay. Opponent drops to 8. I can still sack the map token, though we have enough mana to use it next turn. Hedron Archive. I didn't see that one coming. 3 mana open. Only 1 white though. 4, 5, 6. We do not have lethal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, we do have lethal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have exactly lethal. Okay. And that should be game right there. There's nothing they can do to stop us at this point. Because they cannot interact on our turn. And then, yeah, that should be just fine. Okay. 9 damage. Okay. Nice. I think we'll wrap up the video there. I think you got to see the pros and the cons. The cons is you're going to get annihilated by Starcage. I think it's going to be logistically very difficult to get the power level of Servant Hand up to 4 before Starcage, right? They're going to Starcage on 3 and that'll be it. That'll be all your stuff. So that is always going to be tough for this deck. And that really is the only answer. So if the Star Cage decks, including both maybe Blue-White Control, I think Blue-White Control will run Ultima and not Star Cage because they don't work well together. I think the Artifacts deck will be very big in Standard. And so if it does consume a large percent of the meta, you basically cannot run this deck unless you have an answer to the Star Cage, I think. And I don't know what that is yet. Ideally, there is some extremely cheap 1-mana thing that can kill an artifact, and that's like kind of what we're missing here. Because I suspect that Sir Vondhem is not going to get up to 4 power before Star Cage comes down, and then I think you're sad. We almost got there the first game. We ended up winning the second game. Like, this deck can move. It can definitely do a lot of drain damage off Sephiroth, but you're going to be sad a lot of the time they Star Cage, so I would watch out for that. It's still not really obvious to me that Timeline Color is a 4-of in this deck. I know that sounds silly. It's a free sack outlet forever for the rest of the game, but I never really felt like I needed that. So I'll think more about what else I want to put in here. Cleric maybe doesn't need to come in because we don't gain life off of ETBs. Obviously, if you have both the Zealot and like the Cleric and the Vondhem, you can kill stuff to gain life, but if you're going to kill stuff, I guess just have the Blood Witch. So I guess maybe Cleric doesn't really need to come in here. Instead, if you wanted to have the same effect, you would just run Blood Witch. If you want to have like a 1-turn kill kind of combo off Raise the Past, and then Zealot sack your whole board to like Blood Witch and Sephiroth and try to drain him out that way. Yeah, I think Zahur could be cool though. Turn 1 Nesting Bot, late game Zahur, and then sack a non-token creature and create a bunch of black zombies off the 0-mana Zealot outlet. Could be pretty good. So I think I would run this instead, but let me know. You know, I only have so much time to try different things out. And so if you have a very obvious argument that's like, oh no, you didn't see it today, or you totally missed it, Timeline Color is essential because X, Y, Z or whatever, please let me know, because I didn't see it in my warm-up games. I didn't see it here. So yeah, definitely let me know. But I think Turbo Milling to Raise the Past, plus have the Sephiroth, you know, Voice of Victory combo, plus their Vondhem Strong. Like, there are a lot of different ways to hit the opponent. So I think it's a decent deck for sure. Just depends how prevalent Star Cage is. All right, we'll wrap it up here. If you enjoyed today's video, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.